So I decided to take the motor apart. I just couldn't stand the weight anymore. And looking at the oil pan right here, you can see there's a lot of stuff in there, like a rod cap that's probably not supposed to be there, and a few broken up lifters, and some holes in the oil pan where the other rod was trying to get out. That's pieces of block. This is the gaping hole where everything tried to exit. I think the main culprit is the number one and number two, well, number one and number five rod bearings were burning, seizing up on the crank, and the cap broke off. That is probably due to the fact that I had insufficient rod clearance. I think my clearances on the rods and the mains was maybe like 1.5, which we've been kind of getting away with, but obviously not this time. I think that's the main culprit. When that broke off, it probably lodged in over here somewhere. Tried to break that rod, did break this rod, and that took out that whole cylinder right here. It is completely gone. And all this happened at pretty high RPM, so it probably happened pretty quick. This side was pretty good. The other side actually looked like it had a little water leaking in that cylinder, but I don't think that caused much problems. You can, well, I don't know if you can see it on here, but about half the lifters are not in the holes. They're gone. So the camshaft is probably destroyed. Well, the camshaft's gone. The front half of the camshaft is nowhere to be found. I didn't notice that. Yeah, see, the camshaft should be right there. Didn't really see it in the oil pan. Oh, that's interesting. I guess if we'd have went back to the people at the SCTA, they would have gave us the other half of our camshaft. The back half of the engine actually looked like it, well, almost unscathed. Piece of the block's missing. The good news is this main center cap seems to work pretty well. Considering all of the destruction to all the stuff around it, it held in there pretty good. So anyway, that looks like what started it all. It broke the cap off because it didn't have enough clearance. Yeah, expensive lesson, but one day I'll learn. Probably not.